I'm an artist and I'm in my field, I'm in my studio, and the only thing I'm doing is just art, 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 art. It's beautiful, and don't get me wrong, it's an amazing thing too. But I just find as well that once you have influence by, let's say, a scientist stepping in, explaining you a concept about how the world is working, why we're in this presence that we are, we're made of particles, we're made of this, like this is how your internal organs are made working, I think that just only expands your mind. I work as a creative director at RenaiXance, and what we basically do is that we're an art studio that is trying to push the boundaries of art. And we want to use art as a catalyst for change in the world, to improve conditions through artistic movements. And I'm here to speak about my project, The Art of Memory, today in the Imaginarium a little bit later. And now I'm here for this wonderful interview with you, and I'm very happy to be here and answer all your questions.
You've worked in multiple countries around the world, or with multiple countries. So, like, how do you think those experiences have inspired you in your creative processes?
Well, good question. Thank you. So I think throughout all the years and all the different places I worked, I think every place have taught me something different. And I think what I have done a lot in my life is that I've tried to shift my practice, meaning that I always wanted kind of to explore different mediums of artistic expression in order to kind of understand art in a more deeper way. Yeah. So when I was younger, I was mainly into the theater scene. So I worked a lot in theater. I worked a lot with musicals as one stage. And then I pivoted more into the technological arts, using media art, digital art, serving that purpose. And then I did some commercial work as well. So I worked for more commercial marketing, branding things. So I've been a little bit everywhere, doing everything from festival, concerts, art installations, and media exhibits, and theatrical performances, and even opera. So all these, like, it's a field that then spans very wide. And how has it impacted me throughout my career? I think the impact that it's had is that taught me that there's so many mediums of expression in the world, and the most important part is not always the medium, it's more what you want to express. So what do you have at heart? What do you want to do in this world? What's your purpose? What do you want to say to the people? Like, because when you're given a stage or you're given a place to express yourself, I think we have a responsibility with that. You have maybe 1,000 people listening to you in those moments, even tens of thousands, where maybe we can impact the lives of these people and give them an experience that they can bring home, take on with them forever. And maybe that will become a seed, the thought that you leave them with, that will grow, and maybe that will spawn an interest for something in the world, and that can go on to blossom into something beautiful. So I think, to answer that, I feel that's how it has impacted. I think it's very important, like, if you have fears to enter anything, remember that everyone has failed a million times over to get where they are and become who they are. I'm sitting here now, at this certain moment in time. At some moment in time, I was just a 19-year-old searching for my purpose, failing, not getting in, not being where I wanted to be, was afraid to do the things, not getting on stage, not speaking. But you have to just little by little, I think you have to accept that failure is part of success. Yes. And failure is part of achieving your goals. Like, if you want to reach something, you have something you want to do, you want to get into the art space, you're going to have to fail so many times. And for each time you fail, you grow a little bit better, and you get a little more courage, and you do it again and again, and slowly you get into that process. So I think fear is there. Fear is good. Use it. If you're nervous, it's a good thing. Like, if I think of an idea, or someone asks me to do something and I feel fear, like, I need to do it, because that means that I really want it. If I really want it, I care enough to get afraid. Yep. But if I didn't care at all, had no care in the world, and someone asked me, can you come do this? And I felt nothing, it means that I don't care, because then else I would not be afraid, right? Like, then I would be like, oh, whatever. So it's a good thing. Follow that fear, use that fear, take it step by step. Remember, everyone started somewhere, it's a journey, and it won't come all in one day. And yeah, embrace that process.
Yeah, that's an amazing piece of advice over there for anyone in any field.
For the future, I think I'm excited about the merging of different fields a lot. So I think what fascinates me a lot is that how can you really merge disciplines across to create something novel? So, we're here right now, like, art and sciences, as we're speaking, and technology all coming together, right, around XPANSE. And I think this is something that fascinates me so much, because once these elements fuse together, I find often that something truly magical happens. Like, if I'm an artist and I'm in my field, I'm in my studio, and the only thing I'm doing is just art, 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 it's beautiful, and don't get me wrong, it's an amazing thing too. But I just find as well that once you have influence by, let's say, a scientist stepping in, explaining you a concept about how the world is working, why we're in this presence that we're made of particles, we're made of this, like this is how your internal organs are working, I think that just only expands your mind. And with that expansion of the mindset and that new, because that's a fact, right? Like, there's many facts. Like, someone can tell me, this is a fact, this is how this works, this is physics, this is how this space, this is why you move, this is gravity. And art, I think, work a lot with the untangible. Like, we take a lot of things that are invisible to the eye, and we try to put them into words. Like, the things that we cannot verbalize. For example, love, it's a big topic often in art. I think a big reason for it being such a topic is because no one has an answer. Like you can't say that's love or that's love. So art is trying to communicate that. And I find that's why I love this fusion. And I believe in that for the future more. And you can see it happening with AI, right? That there's so much science and data behind AI that then emerges into artistic expressions, but it's all created somehow through a scientific process and through a technological process behind it. So, yeah.
Like, what are your thoughts on AI in art? Like, are you scared of it? Like, what kind of advice would you also give to people who are working in the arts, like, and also like AI? Like, how could we utilize AI in the most effective way possible within the creative industries?
I think, how to use it. I think it really depends, first of all, on what you want to achieve with it. I think that's an important part. I think something that I would like to say in that regard is that let's try and eradicate the fears we have a little bit, like tear down those walls. I think, of course, we should all be careful. We should have regulations. We should modulate things. We should be conscious of those things. Certainly. I know that part, but at the same time, you know, there's been so many moments in time. Let's go back to when people started taking photographs. It was something mind-blowing. People were like, what is this? There's a photograph. That's strange. Is that me in the picture? How can you even do that? Is it magic? That was how it started. And at some point, the photographs in the world wanted to be recognized as artists, but they weren't recognized as artists. So it took many, many years for them to get that recognition, right? And I feel like it's been the same over and over. New tools get introduced, right? It's just a tool. In my opinion, it's a tool. It's a very, very, very powerful tool, but it is a tool, right? It's still something like the output of what comes out of it is thought, the frame work around it, and the architecture behind it is us, humans building that network, that architecture, and we guide and channel the output of that AI into something. So I kind of went off course a little bit there, but that I think that's it's important to me that we see that there's so much potential in using it to our advantage for artistic outputs, and we shouldn't be afraid. Like, let's work with it, let's collaborate it. If you don't like it, don't do it. Keep it away and be rebellious and make only physical objects. And if you love it, then use it and make beautiful stuff. Like, you know, it's all good, because in the end, it's the purpose of art. We express our opinions through it, right? And either for or against, it's all good.
Yeah, have you been using AI in your workflow, or have you been using AI or any like kind of emerging technologies within your work?
Yes. I've been using AI a lot. I think mainly, for example, Midjourney. I use it very a lot. I like it because for me, I'm a director, so I'm not a painter or a sketch artist. So for me, it's kind of cool that I get a place where I can maybe more articulate or express exactly the images I have in my head through the AI. So I can actually because I can really guide the AI to give my aesthetic through it more than I would be able to on Pinterest to get, right? And I think that's very interesting for me. I would never really replace a sketch artist or a scenographer or anyone with AI. I would merely use it as a tool to kind of get the images out of my head and show it to a cenographer or whoever's working on the project. Show them, this is what I'm seeing. And now I can communicate what I'm seeing with you visually rather than just saying it in words. And that's what I really love actually about AI, is that with AI, real time, you can take input, right? You can give it maybe the songs or the keys or the notes of the music. And in the moment the music is played, the AI is reacting to it on stage. So it's actually a live, interactive medium of art that expresses itself in the moment with the art, right? And that I find very powerful and fascinating.
Yeah, definitely. Like, and honestly, this has been a great interview. Like, I think many people will really get a lot out of the advice you've given them, especially in the creative fields. And it was really a pleasure meeting you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks so much.
I'm so happy to be here.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.